Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I have the beautiful Steph Enora with me from South Carolina, USA. And she's a psychic medium and a Reiki energy healer, tapping expert, quantum healer, and an aura reader, a graphical expert in art designing of same as well. And she's also so knowledgeable in computers, logistics, even clinical research work. I'm amazed to see her talents, and I welcome you, Steph Enora, in my chat show today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. I love your energy. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And namaste from India. And
Namaste from South Carolina, USA.
people here, would love to know about aura reading. But first, we like to jump in as to, where all this started and your life journey.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you the short story. When I was a child, at the age of 18 months old, I can recall having an imaginary friend. And that imaginary friend was actually one of my spirit guides who would speak with me. And as the years went on, I began to see spirit. I began to see my relatives who had transitioned as well, specifically my grandfather who had transitioned when I was maybe 5 years old at the time as well. And it was a very interesting experience growing up. I was very overstimulated because I grew up in New York City. And so there's a lot of energy there. And I would run across many different things, especially when I would walk around old historical buildings or streets. As you know, New York is very, very old. And I began to feel many things. I would also visit a church. My mother raised me in going to a Christian church, which I do not practice Christianity
So we know that you are
anymore.
an ordained minister also now.
Yes, yes. So I became an ordained minister later on in life as well. I actually, when I would attend religious services long ago, I would have encounters with different beings in prayer and meditation as well.
God, beautiful.
And one of the things that happened to me was I actually had a surgery that changed my life because my heart stopped
Oh,
during surgery. And as an adult, this was my late 20s. After the surgery, I was in the recovery room and I saw my guide very clearly come near me and speak with me. And my guide
amazing.
told me it was time.
Mm.
It was time for me to begin stepping out in my journey, because for a long time, because of religious reasons and society, they sometimes deem healers as
Yeah.
fraudulent people or miscreant people. And so not the case with me. I mean, I went to university, and I come from a pretty good family and things of that nature, but life has had very interesting experiences. And as a result, I just continued forward, learning more, studying more, learning about meditation, about yoga, about breath work, about different healing modalities as well.
Wow.
And yes, as my
Truly,
journey.
truly outstanding. And like in that period of, going through such a lot of hardship or struggle, heart surgery is a big thing. What came up to you like now? What would you like to say to others about it? How to
Well,
deal with it?
my surgery was actually, I had a removal of a mass in my gastrointestinal area,
Oh, okay.
and my heart stopped on the table.
Oh,
And so as a result of this, I went it was almost a minute or so
Without.
without, yes, without my heart beating.
My
And
goodness.
I'd like to tell people that if something like this ever happens, I truly did have a out of body experience as well. I literally saw like myself levitate above my body and look around the surgery room. I can
Beautiful
literally,
experience. Wow. Oh,
I can remember the surgeon who was there and all of the faces in the room trying to ensure that my life was saved.
wow. Wow. So it's like a new life now for you, and with so many gifts and beautiful experience. I hope people benefit from all that you've got to showcase to the world and give your, healing energies to the world. Um, so tell us about aura reading. Now, where can we get it done? How and exactly what it is?
Absolutely. So the aura or the auric field is we're going to describe it as your light body. It is the light that surrounds your energy field. And there are times when I'm just walking around and just see people's auras.
Thank you.
And people can have aura readings with me as well. What I do is I actually utilize photos and I incorporate it into my artwork. And so I look at your photo and spirit shows me what the aura looks like around your body and your field. So you, for example, you sent me a beautiful picture of your aura and you had quite a few different colors. Your aura was very vibrant. So your aura is an indicator of your life source as well. For example, some people have very bright, vibrant colors. Many of the times, if I see, for example, yours, you have like pink magentas and yellows, and you have teal colors. Each color is a representation of either one of your star seed or galactic origins. It's also an indication of your mood and your health.
Great, great.
I will give you another example. I have actually seen people's auras, with the virus going on. I've seen where people's auras sometimes look brown
Oh,
or and I've seen when light is leaving them. So if someone is very ill, for example, I've been around many cancer patients. When they're at their end of term, end of life, I can tell either when the light is leaving them because their illness has really depleted their energy, or when they're about to open up and bring in even more light as they transition to the
my
other
God,
side.
my God. At that time, do you go and tell them that part
Well,
of life?
sometimes, even though as a healer we see things, we only speak when we're asked because we never want to overstep boundaries, and sometimes people aren't ready to receive all that we see unless they ask for it. And I have had people ask me, to which I happily respond, but it's asking permission as well.
Okay, okay. So, as we understand, we are made up of many layers of, the soul, physical body, and ethereal bodies are there. So, all the bodies have colors also,
Yeah.
the energetic field around us.
Yes. So, yes, we are essentially light body beings. If you think about like the chariot of life, a Merkaba, okay, it looks basically like a very intricate, three-dimensional or five-dimensional, almost
Geometry. Yeah,
diamond-like geometric pattern and shape.
right.
And so, like, this is very indicative of, as human beings and spiritual beings, what our field looks like too. It's multifaceted. And
Okay.
so that is key to
Is that
understanding.
the logo of Enora's Corner?
So the logo on Honora's Corner is sacred geometry, and I'm glad you asked me that
Okay.
question. Quick story. I was involved in a Kundalini yoga class, and I had an instructor, a beautiful woman. She was sitting in front of a wall that was painted blue, and I was in about the third row. And my spiritual journey opened up even further after taking Kundalini yoga and learning about Kriyas and meditation further, and chanting and posture and position. I began to sit there as I was doing Kundalini Kriya, and I began to watch the blue wall and started to see geometric shapes and light language dance around the blue wall in gold patterns. And so that's what I was seeing in my mind's eye, my third eye. And the shape is actually called Metatron's cube.
That's Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's
And
beautiful. That's an archangel, right?
yes, so he is actually considered a seraphim angel, and he is also thought of in the Kabbalistic and Jewish texts as being an angel who is almost like an architect, or like a scribe, or a right hand of creator or God or source, like an assistant, a helper, but also an architect, like molding the models is what he does.
Okay, great, great. And that's good to know. And I also know that you can like channel Mayan light language.
Yes, so I do channel Mayan light language. I studied light language because I kept receiving it. I sing light language, and all of my artwork has light language encoded within it as well. If I change opacities and things of that nature on my digital artwork, it's always embedded in there because people receive healing when they look at my artwork as well.
Wow, wow, that's beautiful and good to know knowledge. So, tell us about how people can, contact you for the aura readings and what they need to do, and even go through your art or from where to purchase them. I would like to tell my viewers that the website that we are referring to is enorascorner.com.
Yes, it is enorascorner.com. And I have various things for purchase. My site is always rotating because I always have different artwork. Actually, for the new year, I'm just about to put some new things out there because I've been working on many projects. And the
Exciting.
aura readings, the aura readings will be available very soon. The only thing that would be needed for that is the initial request. And anyone who's interested, they can email enora@enorascorner.com with their photo after the initial request is made. And then I provide a digital artwork piece with a 3-paragraph description of what I receive in that while looking at their aura and analyzing their aura with my guides.
Wow, wow, amazing, amazing. So, all the people who are listening and interested in getting their aura reading done, contact Enora on her website and give your request. Beautiful. I've got mine done and I'm super impressed. It's so beautiful. So, with the aura, my further questions, can children also see different people's aura, not only young
Yes.
people and old people?
Well, many different people can see the aura. The aura can also be felt.
Oh,
And so this is very important. Many people are very sensitive to energy. So if you're very clairsentient and you deeply feel, you can always feel when someone is giving off a certain energy. So always trust your gut. Always trust your seat of your soul, your instinct, because you will feel their aura, and you may also feel the intentions in their aura as well. That energy projects out, and light touches us in many different ways, whether we see it within different color patterns or not.
true, true. So, if there are any issues, let's say, for example, health issues, how can, one individual who's not so much psychically gifted can correct it or help improve it? I know, like one method is to increase your vibration, be happy, be joyful, So what all do you suggest?
So, there are many reasons why you can have certain things occur in your aura. First of all, I want to address that. So, what happens when our aura changes color, or when we're not grounded, when we live in high anxiety, or when we've had a traumatic event? What tends to happen is our defenses go down. We become perhaps sad or depressed or things of this nature. This actually brings down the level of illumination in your light. And so, to bring that level of illumination up and above, and to change the way you feel and your aura, it is about positive intention, mantra, physical movement, good health, positive attitude, and also finding joy and passion in life, in the things that you're doing, with the relationships that you have with people, and making a conscious effort to either mend relationships or learn from them. And most of all, not taking life so seriously all the time and having a little fun.
So true, so true. Beautiful tips, and hope everyone has noted them. You're going to make a change in your life with these beautiful ideas and tips. Thank you, Steph, Nora. Uh, Tell me about,
Thank you.
the photography or the art, the digital art that you do for with the, like my picture, for example. I'll put it in the video. Um, is there various types of such aura artwork and photography also, like people I've seen use Krillian photography or other things?
Yes. Yes. And so I've had Krillian photography taken of myself as well. So I
Oh,
have a few pictures like that, and I can post one if you'd like to see it sometime. But so what I see, the Krillian photography, in my experience, is really beautiful, and obviously, like, it's very resonant, it's very magnetic. But you can also see different aspects of your aura in it. Now, the aura does change. So let's say, for example, I have a photo that I took perhaps a few years ago. It would be slightly different than the photo I've taken now, for various reasons. One of those reasons could be I've improved my lifestyle and my healing for myself. So my aura may have different colors or tones in it now, and have a different level of vibrancy.
so is it that it changes every day also, or is it like only when you are feeling something different? Uh,
It will have commonalities or similarities, and many of the traits in your aura will carry over. Again, it is very dependent. Let's say, for example, you were a survivor of perhaps like childhood abuse or something of this nature, and you begin to recognize that in your adulthood, and you begin to work to heal that. Some of those traumas, the traumatic vibrations, colors, and feelings in your aura may change. You may go from a very, very, very like deep, deep green color to a very light, bright green color.
oh,
Okay, because it could be indicative of heart healing too, the level of healing that you've
oh,
received.
wow, wow. Great to know. So, about your psychic and divine team around you who helps you, and like, what all would you like to tell the audience about yourself, or how, even from the aura readings, they can know about their galactic themes or the planet they
Yes.
come from?
Yes. So when I began channeling mainly with angels, and then I learned more about my spirit guides. And as I healed and ascended more and walked more deeply into my own journey and path, higher level vibrational guides started to come forward for me. And so I do channel with galactic guides. One of my main guides, his name is Romulus. He is my Pleiadian guide of light. And my secondary guide, his name is Fawn, and he is an Andromedan guide of light. I previously also channeled with Eric from Channeling Eric as well. I have channeled with Maitland. I have channeled with ascended masters, angels, different gurus. I've even had channelings with Albert Einstein,
Oh,
Gandhi, many different beings and of light and ascended masters and things of this nature too. So as you're able to bring in more light and in practice, you're also able to hold your signal higher in a higher frequency. So the more light that you're able to adjust to and integrate into your body, the higher many of your beings who you're channeling with come through as well. And they come through in a more clear fashion and manner.
great to know. So anybody with you just now?
Yes. So at the moment, I do have Eric. He's standing over my right. Okay.
Hi, Eric.
And Eric is being funny and he says namaste. He says very pleased and he says that you've met before.
Yes. So he comes to me too with some of the meditations that I do. And I'm part of a spiritual group where Eric does come to me too. Yes. He knows me.
Yes, he says he comes in and he checks in on you from time to time. In addition to that, Romulus is here with me as well, and it's really
Hi,
funny
Romulus.
because they just high-fived each other.
Great to know.
And
So do
Romulus,
they have message for the audience?
absolutely. They're talking about opening up to healing themselves and also to opening up to Romulus is very particular. He says deeper levels of meditation and removing distractions from your life that aren't serving your highest and greatest good. Many times we get kind of complacent and we form a stagnancy. And this is difficult for us as beings because our energy is always in motion. And when our energy ceases from being in motion, we're not growing or expanding in the high vibration that they would like to see us in.
Wow. So true. Thank you for that message. Beautiful. So that's so true. In our daily lives, we rarely see the importance of spiritual life. That's so important.
Absolutely. Every day and everything is a spiritual experience. Even the water that goes into a cup of tea is a spiritual experience. Did you know that I'll give you an example. I have my cup here. So this is my cup. When I create tea or I'm making tea, I will talk to my cup and I put my hand over the water and the tea and I bless my tea because I am a blessed being, as are you, as everyone is. This water is energy that is going into our bodies as a blessed being. We want everything that we do to have purpose and to serve a reason for our existence and bring us joy. This is one of my favorite cups as well.
Great. So true. Even I'm aware about that. I think maybe Eric might have told me that. So I do try and whenever I remember, bless my food and water before.
Yes. By making intentions and simply as well, you can hold your hands above something. You can hold your hands on your heart. You can hold your hand on your head as well, or the back of your head. Many different things provide us with healing. All we need to do is make a conscious effort to ask for help as well. We have many guides around us who want to assist us constantly, but sometimes we forget that we have these tools and these energies available to us. Sometimes we think we're alone, but the truth is we're never alone.
True, so true. And what's the story with the tattoo? The turtle or the tortoise?
So the turtle tattoo, this one here.
Yeah, I love that.
Inside of it, there is a Merkaba. which
Oh,
is the chariot of light. I
wow.
am
Wow.
I am also someone of native indigenous descent. And so in my family, we are Caribbean Indian, and we are also, I'm also South American Indian, Native Indigenous people, and then I also have African ancestors and tribal ancestors as well. I went on a trip to another country. I was
Mhm.
visiting Mexico with my husband. I am not formally from Mexico, but during the trip, I met a shaman, and I had an experience and was able to have ceremony through fire with the shaman. It was beautiful, and it was a blessing. And one of his family members was an artist, and so I spoke in spirit with the shaman as well, and I was able to contact his family member, which is one of his grandsons,
Wow.
who owned a shop and did tribal tattoos and things of this nature. And the turtle is a reminder to me as well, because it is a sea turtle. And
Mhm.
where my family originates from, we have sea turtles in the Caribbean Sea.
Mhm.
And turtle is an indication to take your time as well and enjoy life. The turtle takes things much slower than many of the other beings, and it's always paying attention to what's around it.
Now I understand that. I've been seeing turtles like in my meditation every day, almost every day. So they're telling me go slow.
Slow down,
Yeah.
be cautious, and be aware of
Mm.
what's happening in your surroundings and within yourself.
Mm. Great, great, great. And any message for people of India from your side?
Yes, so Romulus is speaking, and he says, have no fear, as things will improve. Things will improve on a government level as well, I'm hearing.
Mhm.
Um, this coming year is supposed to have better connotations for us, better delivery for us all. But for the people of India, I would like to say to please keep your vibration as high as possible, because it affects the whole collective consciousness of your area and all of your surrounding environment. As you keep yourself in higher vibration, the higher the vibration and positivity, the less you'll be affected by many of the things that are going on in the world right now.
Yeah, so true. Especially, I think people here are afraid of COVID cases beginning to rise up again. Yeah.
Absolutely, and this is a trend. But here's what I'm going to suggest to everyone, and I've suggested it here and channeled this here as well. Romulus has said this, and Eric has said it as well. Make an effort in your day to call in the light. You
Oh,
must call in the light, make a conscious effort. Fill yourself up with a tunnel of light, with a tube of light, and ask your ancestors, ask whoever it is that you pay homage to, that you believe in, and your higher self. Ask that you be filled with light, and that any negativity leaves you and is transmuted. So
okay.
constantly ask to fill yourself with light. This is daily practice. I do this many times a day.
Beautiful. Yeah. Great, great. And so coming to the end part of this chat show, something about yourself, who has inspired you in your life?
I've had many, many teachers. One of them was a healing teacher. Her name was Sheena, and she actually transitioned not long ago. And Sheena was from the Philippines. She was elder, and she transitioned very quickly, but she taught me very much about psychic surgery and energy healing as well, her modalities and what she was involved in. I also had another beautiful teacher. Her name is Dr. Rossi. Another teacher who was on Channeling Eric as well, Miss Veronica Drake. I've had Val Ryan has influenced me as well, another beautiful medium, and many, many people and healers in the community. I've had a beautiful lady named from Dawn of Your Wellness who was a Reiki master and taught me Reiki. I can go on, but most of all, I'd like to say that my grandmother was a huge, huge influence over me. She was a very devout Christian, but she was also very devout in her medicine and her form of healing. And my great grandmother was a Native woman who actually practiced a lot of medicine and natural holistic ways of healing. And I remember that as a child, and it's literally stood with me my entire life. So I pay a lot of homage to that, and I'm very thankful and grateful for those experiences.
Great to know. So what are your favorite pastime hobbies apart from all this? You are doing so much for everyone, and what do you like to do?
So what I like to do for myself is I love going for deep tissue massages. I'm learning how to play the ukulele.
Wow.
And so I spend time strumming the chords and jamming out.
Great. I'm trying to learn that too, and especially making my daughter learn that too.
Beautiful. I love to sing. As a matter of fact, many of my messages sometimes come in song. And so when I'm giving someone a reading, the guides will often give me many songs, and I sing during many of the sessions.
Can we have one now? Like the Mayan light language song?
Yes. I'm tuning in. Eroaya nahayo ishiba oholai hoayo atiniwa That just came.
Wow. So it was so powerful. I could feel the vibrations straight to me. Beautiful. Can you explain that?
Yes. So this is the light language that I channel, and it at times is very galactic. The tones and the chords at times change. The depth changes depending on the healing that is needed. Sometimes I sing over clients, and I also like to use different harmonics, different instruments. But this was in particular for all the viewers and those of India, and it is about healing hearts is what I received, keeping the vibration of love deep within you and exuding that to all of those around you.
Great. So beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you to your guides also, Eric and Ramulus. Thank you for being on this show today, and namaste from India.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity, and I wish all of you watching many, many, many blessings in this year and the year to come.
Thank you so much.
Have a